Good morning, welcome to We Are Live. Chris Denman live in St. Louis Grand Center, and we're going to have a good day. It's Friday, it's Memorial Weekend coming up. We're excited to be here. Happy day, everybody. Joining me in studio is Tommy the intern. He was a big star last night. We'll get into that more. Had a big comedy show that Tommy was ushering at. And Chris Gardner joining in studio. He's the producer, executive producer, live streamer, and he controls the video stream that brings us Travis Terrell from New York. What's up, Brooklyn?
Are you introducing Gardner or are you introducing me?
I don't care. How about I'll introduce whoever I want in whatever order I want, because the PF Chang's host behind you is going to take your coffee order in just a second. I'm going to hear 4 people knock on a door, and you're going to say hello. Good morning.
Hi, everyone. I'm so
Great
scared.
to see you. Chris Gardner's here, too. How are you, Chris?
I'd rather not be involved with the show today.
Me either. I'm ready to tap out. I give up. I'm done. I'm ready. You guys handle it.
I don't think he slept long enough last night.
I took a NyQuil. I'm on DayQuil, and I don't know, man. It's going to be a great day. We got fair or foul. We've got all kinds of fun stuff.
I know, Travis. I know.
Studio. What do you know?
It's going to be a great show.
It is. Why will it be great, Chris?
Because everyone's in such a fucking great mood.
I am.
Every day I walk in here, I assume Gardner's going to have an axe through the.
Today's the fucking day.
We've got 2 fucks, and we are a minute and a half in. Devil's Advocate, target practice with my close personal friend, Mark Wahlberg, today. Devil's Advocate will just be us defending each other, is what we'll do on today.
Good luck with that.
It'll be fun. Maybe I've got an idea.
Is everyone okay? What happened?
I'm okay.
Was Tommy bombed last night?
I didn't even perform last night. I ushered people to the seat, and they were like, thanks, you're cute, kid. And I was like, yeah.
Aww.
Tommy did. Tommy was a star of the ushering world last night. Had a great show. Mia Jackson was in town. We had Kate Barton host. We had the very funny Libby Higgins, which, by the way, just floors me. You just look at Libby, and it's just like, there are a million people that will react to anything you do online at all times, and it's amazing. She's so funny. She did a great job, and Sarah Perry from Chicago was wonderful. It was a lot of fun because she brought a large contingent of her family and friends. She's originally from here, and Libby and her father engaged in some little bit of the tango from stage to seat. There's a mom had to maybe step out of the room a few times. It was there was some sexual tension, Travis. That heat you feel coming over the Midwest. It was rocking and rolling.
Involving her and her parents? There was sexual tension?
Libby and another comic's father while Libby was on stage.
Okay. I didn't hear another comic's father. I heard you said Libby and her father, so I got confused. Okay, thank you for clarifying.
That would be even more strange. That would be amazing, yeah.
You went straight Game of Thrones with that one.
Right, that's true.
The kids love the twist. The kids love the incest.
All right.
I don't know. Yeah, but great show last night. Big thanks to everybody who came out, and we already have somebody commenting that it was so hilarious last night. Tommy did.
How was Mia?
She was amazing.
Very funny. Yeah, she did great. She did about an hour and rocked it out. And you see why she's a pro, my friend. She's got that Comedy Central special coming out in the fall, so that's really exciting. And it's nice to see somebody that can basically perform for any type of person and have everybody in stitches. So it was a blast. It was a really good time.
Are you getting any sleep, Denman?
No, I don't sleep or participate in any kind of normalcy whatsoever. So that's where I'm at in my life.
I think he's sick.
Come up to the camera, Chris. Come up to the camera, Chris. I'm going to give you a hug. It's been a long time. It's been a few weeks since I've seen you.
Don't
Come
touch
up.
me.
Can you go to camera 3, Gardner?
You smell
or go
like,
whatever camera
you smell like
Chris is
Stromboli.
on.
You smell like Stromboli.
You want Chris's camera? Well, here's what happens, Travis. When I bring Chris's camera up, you're no longer on the screen, so no one can see you kissing him.
That's the problem.
Oh, man. All right, well, I can't be there. Tommy, can you give him a hug?
Don't touch me.
Can you give him a hug, please? Tommy, give him a hug. He ain't going to hit you on camera.
Travis,
he ain't going to hit you on camera.
He ain't
going to hit you on camera.
Travis, let me show you. I have a visual aid that will make you never need to see anything else again from last night, post-show. Speaking of hugs, Check out Tommy.
Yeah.
Check out Tommy making his move on the 6-foot-tall Meredith hopping local comedian. Look at Tommy making his move.
Jesus.
Look at Tommy
No,
making
no.
his
Zoink, Scoob.
Tommy.
move. She wore a
Tommy.
vintage green Maisel jacket last night, and Tommy he had to be scooped up. So for those of you listening at home, there's a 6-foot-tall woman holding Tommy ever so lightly in her arms.
It looks like just the sound of a giggles coming out
Oh,
of Tommy.
a squeak, actually.
Yay.
Yeah,
It
Travis,
sounds
This is
can
the
you?
closest I've ever been to a vagina.
Oh no! Oh no!
That's not true.
Tommy is adorbs in the comments already. So
That's right.
This is
Hey.
it's getting out of control already. What do you think about that photo, Travis? Is that the epitome of white privilege? That photo in itself?
Whoa, what does that mean?
I don't know what any of it ever means, but if I just say it, Travis would probably go, yeah, probably, yeah, and then you feel bad about it.
Yeah, probably.
All right.
Yeah.
Tommy, so you know that's it, right? Like you officially have no chance at Meredith ever,
Yeah, no.
ever
Yeah,
again. Okay.
I know.
As long as you come to that same conclusion as the rest of us.
Thanks for
But it
making
was a
that
good ride,
clear,
right?
Travis.
It was a nice
I'm
shot.
gonna
Shoot
just
your
gonna-
shot, man. Shoot your
I'm
shot.
just gonna focus on comedy from here on out.
Oh wow, that should be
Okay.
good.
Good,
Yeah.
smart. That'll be the better play.
Yeah.
I got another picture of Tommy.
Oh boy.
Oh dear God.
You know, we've been playing with those Snapchat filters
Oh
lately.
no.
Oh boy.
Yeah, this one's cool too.
No, it's not.
Oh God. Let's see this one.
And you know what really sucks the worst? We can't argue with this content. It's just too good. Go ahead.
First,
Yeah.
first there was mine.
Ugh.
Mm.
I'm sorry I was late with my copy of Catcher in the Rye. Will you please not charge me 70 cents, ma'am? Oh.
Then there was Travis. Right here.
Ugh.
That's a
Yes, there,
baddie.
Travis.
Look at that baddie.
Oh
Yeah, she's at NBA All-Star Weekend every
no.
year.
Oh no.
Yeah. Court side and all.
Oh no.
And now there is Tommy.
And
All right. Yeah.
you know,
Wait.
That's me.
Wait.
if
That's not a
Taylor-
filter.
If Taylor Swift.
Wait, that's not a filter. Wait a minute. That is not a filter at all. That is real makeup and wig and lipstick and outfit. What is this? Who is that? Is that Tommy's sister?
No, that's me.
No, it's Taylor Swift after she got an opioid addiction.
Oh my God. I think I've swiped right on this photo before. Tommy, what was that for? A sketch?
No, my friend put on a drag show for charity a couple years ago for the Phoenix Crisis Center, and I performed in it. So
What's performing? What's performing in a drag show for you?
I lip synced the Paramore song.
Oof.
Which song?
Oh, I love Paramore.
Ain't
That's
it
so
fun?
good.
Can you sing?
Ain't
a
it
little bit?
fun
Ain't it
living in the real world?
Keep
Dun,
going.
dun.
That's pretty good, Tommy. I'm
I
so
don't.
proud
I
of
can't
you.
think of the tune, so it's not gonna be right.
Okay.
But yeah, so I did that, and it was fun.
You look pretty hot.
I know.
You
that's
do
what
look
everybody
like the
said.
lead singer from Paramore, though.
Thank you. I like Haley. She's cool. My mom told me I
She's
looked
very
like Winona
cool.
Ryder. So that was one of them.
Ooh.
I didn't know if that
I
was a
can see
compliment
that.
or not.
Now we can play F, Mary, Kill with all those photos.
Yeah.
That photo.
Probably
of,
F, Tommy, kill Travis, and marry me.
Hate crime if you kill Travis. So, what do you think
Oh.
now?
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Need
tough.
to be said.
Well, I guess I'm dead.
Well, there it is. I'm trying to think, like, that picture of Tommy's, like, if Courtney Love replaced, like, whatever drug addiction she had with a really, really heavy influence into New Age Christianity. That's what's happening here, where she's still holding on to some of the hipster ways, but I can't deal with that.
You look so playful.
Stop it. That's
You look like a sophomore Rosati Kane.
Oh, man.
Oh,
What do you think of it?
Cougars with a K.
It's something.
Are you
I
saying?
tell you.
Are you saying yay or nay? These guys say yay.
Is that hot or not still a website?
It's
Yes, it is.
I have to check with my Angel Fire hosting.
Yeah. You got your list going.
The
still?
list, yeah. Again, maybe
it's,
a little
it's
outdated.
still a website.
3 girls from the Farmington Middle School and like probably whoever was in Armageddon. Like that's who we had. Like, that's the hot
Tyler's
list.
on this list.
Oh yeah, Liv Tyler. There you go.
Tommy, I'm not one to give career advice, especially when it comes to stand-up comedy, but I'm almost wondering whether or not you should probably be a female comic if you look like that.
Oh no, Travis, this is
right.
like Loquisha,
Yep.
but you're doing it a different way.
Oh, I mean,
but I don't have
Eddie Izzard's been paving the way for transgender or cross-dressing comedians since the '80s. I mean, why not?
I don't have a good. My voice is. I don't know. I don't want to.
Try it. Give it a shot. Tell one of your jokes in a lady voice.
Here, I'll put the picture up so you can do it.
Yeah.
I went on a date with a girl who thought she was psychic. She wasn't. Otherwise, she would have known the whole date was going to be a huge waste of time.
Oh,
that's
no, wait,
better.
You went on a date with so
it's
are
much
you a
better.
lesbian?
Mm-hmm.
In this joke, yes, it doesn't matter.
joke.
Hey, are you
Man.
judging? Because don't do that.
I'm not.
What?
No, we judge all the time.
Yeah.
You get them, Tommy. You
I'm
get
not,
them.
Yeah.
I'm not one of those people that says don't judge.
All right.
Because
Okay.
I
All we
judge
do is
constantly.
judge.
Yeah. It's intrinsic to our nature.
Well, you're part of the problem.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh,
I'm aware of that.
There you go.
Yeah, I am. I admit that. What am I going to do to change that? Nothing.
Look inside of yourself. Take a look at the man in the mirror and change.
Mm.
You just can't call. You're not going to use Michael Jackson on me to try and
That was
change
powerful.
me.
That was
that's
heavy.
who I'm going
That
to
was
listen
tight.
to.
I
Michael
see it.
Jackson.
That's right, Travis. Thank you. for
No,
defending me.
Travis. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wise words from a wise man.
So do we call this problematic that Tommy's bringing this photo to the table and now Travis and Gardner are a little confused every time Tommy walks into the room. Like,
Travis, what do we do?
yeah, we've been joking about this intern stuff. Like, it's funny to joke about harassment of interns if we have one. Now it's real. And there's a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot to kind of.
It is going to get
process
very
with that.
awkward around the Mid-Coast media offices.
Yeah, Gardner sitting there eating his cereal, just staring intently at Tommy, mid-bite.
Milk dripping.
If you
on my
really want to
chin.
get Gardner, you got to do a British accent, Tommy. Tommy, if you have a British accent, do it right now. Let's see what Gardner's reaction is going to be. Put the picture back up, and let's hear your best British accent, Tommy.
You sure? All right.
Hold
I'm
on.
kinda
Yeah,
tapped
because
out
watch,
on
because
Tommy's accent and
Gardner's about
characters.
to.
What does
He's
that mean,
really
Chris?
about to.
If I hear the Kennedy thing one
All right,
more time,
All right, here we go. Do your British accent.
do your Kennedy voice.
Hi, good evening, lady. How you doing?
What
How you
is
doing?
this?
My name is this is my British accent.
That's not even close
That's
to a
not-
Brit. No.
That's not even. That's
All
not
right.
even.
I'm Paul
that's how-
McCartney.
You're not hot anymore. Okay.
That's how John Lennon sounds now.
Where do you get these British? What do you think?
That's awful. That hurt
No,
me.
all right.
How does that sound British to you?
Good evening. No, that's
No.
Dick Cavett. Sorry. All right.
How do you? Have you heard Hugh Grant
When?
in a movie?
No, I don't know who Hugh Grant is.
Have you
so-
heard Hugh Laurie talk?
I have in house, so it doesn't
Oh,
really
not
count.
in. Okay, well then that won't work. Have you heard Elizabeth Hurley talk?
Who is that? I've heard Ewan McGregor
Oh
talk.
boy.
Connor.
No, Ewan.
Connor.
All right.
So then one McGregor in this house.
Don't forget that.
And let's just say it's Ewan McGregor because he would take a lightsaber to Conor McGregor.
Ooh, good point.
Wow. I didn't think.
Unless the
of that.
lightsaber
I
called.
apologize.
Unless the lightsaber said the N-word, and then Conor McGregor's going to go nuts.
I don't know how to react.
I don't
to
even.
that.
I don't know what that means. If the
Conor
lightsaber.
McGregor's racist. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just gotta get there. Take us, yeah. Don't
Just say
whine
it.
to us, yeah.
All right.
You
Just get to the point, Travis.
bury
Come
in the
on.
lead.
Yeah.
So everyone has a filtered face
Hmm.
except one person on the show.
I can take care of that right now.
Man.
Thank you. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that.
What do you need here? So we're doing this. We're doing the lady face. I'm not looking forward to this.
Man. That was
Well, this is going to be good.
that was like a Travis
I'm-
drop. Man.
This is going to be good mainly because I think Chris is going to come up looking like Roseanne.
You're not wrong.
Good. Good. What does the beard show up?
No, it doesn't.
Ah, damn
All
it.
right.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Nice.
Hold on.
All right, do
I'm
one
looking
more
at it.
and then
This
send
is
it to
not a speedy
Gardner and see if
process.
Gardner can have it ready for the next
Oh,
hour.
did you do the kid one
This is-
too?
I did both of them, yes.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
So does this scare you guys
Gardner,
at all?
check
Like,
your messages right now.
does this
No.
scare you guys at all
Hold
that we can basically do any voice we want and modify any faces that
That's
we want
what
at all?
actually
this is-
someone was telling me, and I can't remember who it was. Like if you use audio editing equipment a lot, you'll know like Adobe Audition. They're like getting to the point where you will be able to doctor audio.
Oh, we're there.
And no, I mean, but doctor it, and then like if you do forensics on it, that it'll be difficult to tell if what the editing has been, if there's been editing. So it'll get to the point where people will take and create their own sound bites out of context completely, and then it'll be hard to tell the difference if it is real or not, even when you look at it forensically. That is a little scary.
Yeah, there's one online they did, like, of Obama. They did one of Obama, and it was like a real one and a fake one. It was hard to tell the difference.
Yeah, I think the thing that is scary is like when you actually have people that know how to look into it. Like, let's say like an FBI agent has to, in their lab or whatever doing stuff, and if it's becoming more and more difficult to tell the difference, I mean, that's how you set people up. That's how people get put away for things they don't do.
You're Travis's favorite podcaster, one Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Someone said, "Hey Joe, check this out," and they did a full-on 3-minute podcast. Like it was AI produced.
It was weird.
It was not. It was there was no difference.
Yeah.
Joe Rogan was like, "This is insane."
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is when you
It
realize.
was all created. This wasn't you type it into the thing and it says it. It pulled it after listening to the show, and then it spoke in his dialect, laughs, pauses,
Using the
and
voice.
It was bizarre, yeah.
everything else. Like not like people are like, "Oh, this is exactly like it is," and you're like, "No, I mean you can see the thing or you can hear a difference. No difference. It's insane."
What I'm working on, and I want to see what we can do, Travis, is the Snapchat filter, the kid one that they have out there. I saw the videos of like Stephen A. Smith doing his rants, and somebody put the kid filter on him, and those are actually kind of funny. They're actually really funny.
Those are very funny. I hope that's the future of sports talk, actually.
Yeah.
I hope that
Babies.
people just rant for like 15, 20 minutes and you just put kid filters over it. And it's actually more enjoyable when it comes from a child, actually, if you think about it.
It is.
It takes the abrasiveness away, but then you also realize what people are yelling about, and then you're like, actually, this kind of fits. We are.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
There's a reason it works. I want to see if we can take a video of yours, one of your rants, and see if we can put the filter on it like that and see what we can produce. We'll have to see here. Maybe next week we'll have something for you.
What if the audience had an option where it's like if you voted or donated to a charity enough, like mid-rant, like audience has a button and they hit it, and it's like if you're ranting too much, you start appearing as a baby on the screen, but the audience controls it.
And then you're raising money for charity to
See,
boot.
there it is. It's just I can't turn it off, guys. I can't turn it off. It's just
that.
moving forward all the time. Speaking of moving forward, how about a rolling truck, guys? Buzz's Hawaiian Grill, that's right. You need to check them out. They do catering. They're all around St. Louis. Family-owned, wonderful food truck, great food. Travis is a huge fan of the poke because he doesn't do much poke otherwise. Make sure you check out Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Check them out online for locations throughout the week. Travis, have you jumped into any good food lately? We haven't talked about that.
I actually found a very delicious Vietnamese restaurant a couple blocks from where I live. And I tried it for the first time yesterday, and it is spectacular and very affordable.
That's gotta be
One
nice,
thing I
yeah.
have enjoyed so far about my time here in Brooklyn is that the food prices match that of St. Louis. So while rent obviously is probably 3 times higher than the average St. Louis rent, things like milk, water, local restaurants match those similar prices that you probably see in St. Louis.
That's nice because you just think of it, and anytime you travel, you're like, well, I couldn't ever enjoy myself once. What if I lived here, if I wanted to keep the lights on? And whenever you find those places, that has to be really nice, just because your expectations are set at a certain level, right?
especially when you go to a city like New York, you expect most places to be overpriced or, marked up. But one thing I haven't noticed is that they don't do too much of that here, even in parts of Manhattan, where of course Sesame Street offices are located. Bottled water still runs on average around the same price as it would in St. Louis, and coffee is about the same price. So it isn't too extravagant. Again, I think when you think of cost of living, the first thing that comes to mind with New York is the rent. And I will still acknowledge that the rent is way, 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 way too high
Yeah,
for
just
what you
insane.
ultimately get.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, one cool, convenient thing about Brooklyn, at least, um, so you don't, of course, have the washer and dryer setups in your home or your apartment, but laundromats are all within a 2 to 3 minute walk. So it's still, you're still able to take care of your needs, um, even though some of the things that you're used to having inside your home is a block or two away.
Very nice.
Do you use a cart to take your laundry down there? You push it in a cart.
No, I have just a normal laundry bag, throw it over my shoulder, and I literally walk maybe 200 feet away from my apartment to the laundromat down the block. So,
Mm-hmm.
everyone does it. Some people have carts. Some people just back up their car to the door of the laundromat and throw their clothes in the trunk. But it all works out. Everybody makes the most of it.
My clothes would never get washed.
Oh man, yeah, that's a tough one.
I
Whenever
just
you're gonna
wouldn't
put
want to
that
like
on, yeah.
bring them downstairs or
You
outside.
went to college though. You've gone to college. You've had to
I
go
no.
to the dorm rooms and,
Oh
and
no,
wash
not that
clothes,
kind of
right?
college.
Oh, buddy, I go
He
to
goes to a commuter
community
college.
college.
Oh, oh. But how do you do
I
your
don't.
laundry now?
Well, my mom does it.
Oh boy. Intern Tommy,
Either my
everybody.
mom or my grandmother.
Oh no, Grandma
Oh
does it.
no.
Don't get me wrong. I know
Even
how
your
to do it.
underwear?
Yeah, everything.
Oh no.
Don't get me wrong though. I know
Oh,
how to
I
do it
get it.
myself. I do know how to do it
Oh,
myself.
I get it.
I
I
throw
get
in
it. So
the
while your
thing when
grandmother
I'm
is doing your
heavy.
Yep,
laundry,
there it
that's
is.
when you scam her plates.
Yeah,
There,
there
Yeah.
I
it is.
understand now. That's a distract. It
This
distracts
is
her. I get it now.
Yeah.
this is getting worse.
Wow.
I'm
How about fair or foul today? We've got some choices.
Yeah.
It's interesting because Gardner, we've got plenty of good topics to go with, but it's also Memorial Weekend, and I just think of grilling as being the thing this weekend. So that's what I keep going back to for like a topic. Travis, is there anything grilling specific that is a no-no around Memorial Weekend, get-togethers, cookouts, anything like that? I do know that in the caulk community, as I affectionately call my community, the suggestions not accepted. If you get somebody like a brother-in-law or somebody's, I'm just trying to think, somebody's over talkative spouse, like, oh, maybe you want to poke that a little, add a little salt on that wouldn't hurt, huh? Maybe it's time to flip that. I mean, is that egregious as well? Is that something that could be a fair or foul topic? Grilling tips or trying to maybe influence. We also have some other great topics we could jump into.
Well, I
but
mean, have
that's
you-
just what I think of because that's to me that's the funniest when I see somebody over sweating over a grill, doing a great
Yeah.
job, and somebody walks up for 3.5 seconds
We
and
done-
decides to drop knowledge.
Like when you think of the sides too, have we done the potato salad with raisins?
Oh, well, that's not a thing. I
I
don't
know,
know. if
and
that's
I don't
ever
know where that
happened.
came from.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Where did that
Yeah,
come
you gotta
from,
lie.
Travis? Your community started it all.
Man, y'all act like y'all don't be putting random ish inside y'all potato salad. I didn't seen it. I
Just
have
because,
seen it.
just
I've been
because,
around y'all long
I've
enough
never
to know
seen
what y'all put in
raisins
y'all
in a
potato salad.
Never seen raisins in potato salad.
just
Ever.
because I love sunflower kernels in my mac and cheese doesn't mean that I'm some kind of hipster from Brooklyn. Okay, I'm moving forward. All right. So fair or foul today. We got a great prize, $25 to Antonino's Taverna. Everybody. So that's
what's the
that's a
topic?
serious one. What do we want to do? What do you like? We've got the phrase "doing it for the culture" as a choice. Snapchat filters. We were going over those earlier. The gender influence Snapchat filters. And Gardner hosting a podcast called Politics and Ghosts.
Yeah, that was a thought shower from the other day.
Yeah, a little bit. Anything jump out in the grilling department, Travis?
I think grilling wise, I think it's already understood that certain people can grill, certain people cannot. So if you hear an individual that you know is going to grill, you know whether or not you're going over to their house, no matter what they're making. So it's honestly, I don't think it comes down to what you're preparing; it's who's preparing it.
If I said, "Hey, Travis, I'm having a barbecue,"
I ain't going to your damn nope. Let's
Yeah.
stop that right now. I ain't going to your damn
Travis.
barbecue.
Yeah.
Hell no.
What if it's in Forest
First
Park?
of all, I feel well. Okay, well now you got me.
why? Well, no,
I
I want to hear him out. Why wouldn't you come to my barbecue?
Well, first of all, you steal from your grandmama, so I can't trust what you're gonna do to my meat.
That's okay. That's kind of a
So
cop out answer.
that's not a cop out answer. If you're willing to do that to your grandmother, what are you gonna do to your guest?
I mean, I'd feed you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd feed you.
Poison,
No.
and then probably steal my liver as I'm passed out on your couch.
No.
That is
That's
a
mean.
goal of mine as well, to steal Travis's liver.
I'll be
Had my paws all over it.
Jess and I are gonna try Forest Park tonight to see if we can get a grill.
Really?
Yes.
Travis, have you gotten homesick for the grills that Gardner covets?
I have. I really do. It actually took place this past weekend. I'm literally down the street from a park, and there was this lovely Dominican family. They were grilling in the park, and I kind of got sad, guys. I was like, I'm missing the mums, I'm missing the papas, I'm missing the siblings, because we would grill on the weekend when it's nice, and
It's fun.
I
We'll
miss
through
it.
So fair or foul today? You want to just go with Snapchat filters or something simple?
If we do grilling, I'm trying to just think of how to phrase it. Is the thing, and that's maybe a guest suggesting to the grill master on how to cook the food.
Or we could just open up the submissions and say, just send us an email on whatever you want. Give us a recap of our show.
Can we do that?
We can just do general inquiries.
Or we can do, if we're going to stick along those lines, and it is Memorial Day, I did see a photo of someone grilling in a cemetery.
Oh, no, we ain't doing that. That's not. Is that?
I know, but it looks like it
That's-
was them celebrating, the life of the person they had came to visit, and so they decided to grill, I guess, in their honor.
Can we?
So I'm curious, would that be, is that fair or foul? Grilling at a cemetery? It is a park.
Listen. Why do we have to?
Not a public
Why do we have to be? Why do we have to be?
Just because there's
Sure,
grass and trees there
Yeah.
doesn't make it a park.
Why do we have to be
Where's the ball
on site?
field?
There are benches.
Cemeteries are.
Oh, why do
are
we have to be on
public
site?
parks?
Well,
A lot of them are.
Not all
Aren't
of
they?
them.
No, it's private. It's
Oh.
no, it's land that you
It-
lease to other people. and
Like it
it's-
can be public. It's not a park though. Like the
But if
parks
it's your
department
loved
is
one-
not upkeeping it.
But why wouldn't you go to their favorite bar? Why do you need to go where they're dead?
You want to sit with
dead-
them.
Oh God, Tommy.
Thank you.
that was the truest Tommy's
Yeah.
ever been.
He's
Tommy,
already-
have you done this?
Yeah.
Oh, I need to. All right, I'm
If you're
gonna ride
Tommy's,
back in.
if you're Tommy's relative, he is planning a
Tommy-
memorial barbecue over your grave.
What if we go to like a ghost hunt in a cemetery and we barbecue while we're there?
I think.
Boom.
All right, that's a little disrespectful, because then you're doing it for content.
Have you met me?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, wouldn't that? Isn't
That's
that
not
what?
true.
what
That's
Say
like-
that
isn't
is.
that what Aunt Mildred would
Dude,
have wanted?
that's how a horror movie starts.
right.
Oh.
You're like, oh, we're gonna go grilling.
And
And then your
that's
Facebook
content.
Yes.
We're gonna go grill in this cemetery over some grave of somebody we never knew. Oops, I bumped the gravestone.
Okay. Well, what if we do it with someone we know then? And
Okay.
There you go.
is
Yeah.
that okay?
Yes.
We'll go to someone we know.
Yes.
Fair or foul, grilling at a
Yeah.
cemetery.
Actually, but here, what if it's someone I don't know, but I want to get to know? Maybe their spirit. Like the first owner of the St. Louis Cardinals, Chris Vonderah, who has a statue of himself upon his grave in Bellefonte Cemetery.
That's a little different. That's a little different because he's a public figure, especially if he made a statue of himself.
Yeah.
I visited. Who?
He died penniless and of alcoholism. So
A dream of yours, Gardner.
yeah, someday. Hey, if I ever get something terminal, I'm probably back on the wagon. Just so everyone knows.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
going out that way.
When I went to New England, I visited Edgar Allan Poe's grave and H.P. Lovecraft's grave, and those were decked out with
Were they?
like gifts. Yeah.
Were they ornate?
But my
stones?
question is, if Bobby Flay dies,
Yeah.
What better way to honor him than to grill at his gravesite?
Now, do
So
you go
if
on
you
a
have a
hot?
family member, I'm just saying, if you have a family member that's, we loved going to Uncle Travis's house and he would always hook us up on the holidays and he always grilled. And I always remember that from my childhood. Why not honor him by grilling at his gravesite?
It's
That's
like,
a good point.
well, it's and maybe Bobby Flay isn't the best example. Like maybe you could have done one of your ridiculous stories where Lorenzo Weber who
Or like-
founded Weber Grill.
Yeah.
Or like Guy Fieri.
What would you say?
Guy
Good
Fieri.
point.
When did it
Oh,
go
he
from
said it so
Fieri to
beautifully.
Fieri? I need to know that because you're not the only one. who's
When he
done
got a star on the Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Then
All
you
right.
change
Yeah,
how your name's
buddy.
pronounced.
Whatever
deal.
that guy's done, I don't care. I just know that the comedian Shane Torres has the best bit on
That
him
is a
I've
very.
ever
I got to see that.
seen in my life.
I saw that bit
what
live.
if we
Me
do
too.
grilling in a cemetery to memorialize a friend or family member?
Cemetery grilling.
Because we got a good prize today.
There
too.
it
That's
is.
why-
This is a
Hey.
great
Cemetery
prize.
grilling.
Yeah.
People
Cemetery
watching-
grilling is your fair or foul today.
Okay.
Send it in. If we don't have some great submissions, I'm giving it to Gardner. I'm not giving you $25 to Anthoninos.
25.
If you're not going to bring heat. This is a good prize.
Re-
Anthoninos rocks, man. They by the way, huge thanks to them. We set it up for the performers and another woman in comedy here. 5 ladies got some dinner at Antonino's last night with Mia, and huge thanks to them for taking care of our performers last night, and they had a blast. So they wanted to say thank you, and we want to say thank you as well to Antonino's.
Just want to quickly. You just saw the audience just saw us come up with the fair or foul, and that's how it happens a lot. Is us just going, what should we do?
Yeah.
I don't know. What if we do this?
Will anybody think this is
I don't
funny?
know.
Yeah.
We just throw ideas at. That's how anything
Thought
works,
showering.
right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a thought shower.
Also, it was really awkward, Travis. We set up the pre-show dinner for the ladies of the show, and Gardner showed up in a very flowy blouse,
He
and he's like,
did.
"Aunt Chris is here. Who's got the spanakopita?" It was very strange. Whenever Anthony had to escort him out of the, she showed up. And it's like, "Hey, girls, what's going on? Maxi pads, am I right?"
I look like like a SNL character in something
yeah.
in that.
Yeah. That's
You look
It's like
something
you
Lady
immediately
Brian would do.
demand to speak to a. It's like you immediately demand to speak to a manager as soon as you walk into the Mac store.
You don't have 2% milk? You got to be kidding me.
anything more gives me gas.
Like you teach women studies at WashU.
Yeah. Is this organic? Is this organic?
Oh my goodness. So yes, fair or foul, get those in. Cemetery Grillin', WAL at weareliveradio.com. $25 to Anthoninos is your prize. We're talking to Travis Terrell. He's in New York. Later today at 10:30, I'm going to talk to another New York comic, Sam Morrell, stopping by. He's at Helium all weekend long, and he's good friends with our friend Mia. They were talking last night, so it'll be exciting to chat with him. Do we have the Melee results from yesterday? We do the day after Melees now, Travis. I don't know if you know that. Format has changed. That's one of the big improvements. If you were to ask me for a report since you've been gone, I'd be like, you know what? We check the Melees the day after now.
Well,
So no one's there to remind you guys about the melee at the end of the show. So you guys decided to push it to the next day. That's fair.
Actually-
We actually get more votes. It
No,
makes a lot
that's
more
not what
sense.
happened.
No, kind of.
What happened then, Tommy?
No, tell me your version.
There's a,
So what
there's a
happened-
number of factors here,
Yeah.
Tommy.
What happened was we were like, all right, well, we're doing it early, and then we're doing it in the show. We're only getting like 6 votes. So maybe we do it the day before. We'll get more votes in, and then it'll be a more comprehensive view of everybody's opinion. And so we went with that instead.
That and we kept forgetting to do it.
That too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We're a show of honesty.
So it's a combination. No, that's fair though, Tommy. That's accurate as well. The melee yesterday, in honor of the Blues Bruins Stanley Cup final pairing, we ask which city owns the sexier dialect? Boston or St. Louis? Boston or St. Louis?
I saw these results last night, and I told Chris that I think these votes were a little, at least at 7 o'clock, these votes seemed a little swayed. But go ahead. What are the results?
89 to 11%
Yeah.
St. Louis over
Yeah,
Boston.
that's
No,
right.
that
Don't
is
you
not
forget
true.
it. Farty far.
You guys, nobody else likes a good Boston accent?
This is a scientific poll, Tommy.
It's all right.
I mean, what do you want?
Taken in St. Louis.
Are you saying that
I think it'd be a little
our
less.
formulation is flawed?
I think it'd be a little less objective if like Albuquerque did this one. If like a show in Albuquerque did this.
That doesn't make any sense.
All right.
I agree with you, Gardner.
Thank you.
So do
Ah,
we?
you
So
don't like
who do
the
we?
Boston accent?
Oh no.
That's
Who do
not
we
Boston
thank?
either.
Who do we thank
I
for
don't know what that
the
was.
for the most St. Louis of accents? I'm a fan of the Lima area. It really goes
Yeah.
strong there. Yeah, and it'll seep into Carondelet here and there. And then
I don't-
Travis did illustrate that he's got the Murph Dirt accent
Yeah,
as
he
well.
does.
So we can't forget that one. That's the most famous of them all. People don't even realize Phyllis on The Office is R and all over the place.
Yeah.
They don't understand that, but it's if once you think about it, that's all you see.
Travis, have you gotten the wrinkles out of your shirts or pants, your slacks here lately?
I feel like this is a setup for something
Well, how do
inappropriate.
you
What
do
are
that? How do
asking
you
me?
get the wrinkles out of your like dress shirt?
Oh, I see what you did there. I earn my shirts.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
Now, do we blame St. Louis for the washing of things?
Yeah, that's my tell. That's people when I got to Mizzou, my Chicago friends were the first to call that one out. He was like, what are you going to go do, Travis? Oh, I'm gonna go to laundromat, do some washing.
Yeah.
Excuse me?
I used to say that when I was younger.
Yeah, I never said that. I didn't know.
I did. I had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
I had
Good
to.
for
I
you.
had to
Yeah.
work on a couple of them because my dad says zinc instead of sink. Put the dishes in the zinc.
How
What?
do you guys say pillow?
Say what?
Pillow.
Pillow.
Pillow?
Pellow. Pillow.
Pillow. It's,
Okay.
Put your head on my
Pillow.
pillow.
yeah, and then milk. That's how I.
Milk?
I've,
Milk.
I've been
Why?
told it's not
Milk.
right.
Well, it's milk.
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 What's pillow?
Pillow. It's the thing you lay
When
on.
did you start adding E to milk?
I've always said it like that. Hey,
Milk?
can I get a glass of chocolate milk?
Pillow sheets.
See, you said it right there.
Pillow.
Okay. Well,
Pillow doesn't make.
while we're pellowing and milking and milk the cow.
Oh no.
Oh,
was
no.
it milk? Was it milk the chickens, Travis?
Yeah.
Is that what you
well,
had
you
said?
gotta milk the chicken.
I don't think I said that. I don't
Milk
think
the
I've ever
chickens?
said anything. That's it. Ah, shit.
Milk the chickens.
Hey, no, that's one of those AI things that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, look at Tommy
Thank
looking
you.
out for you. Yeah, your robot overlords.
got you.
They're here. They're
this
here.
This can
What
help
ab-
you out, actually, Travis.
right.
Now you can actually blame it on that. Now.
Yeah. So wait. So if they're coming for creative jobs, Travis, you're just starting a budding career as the head writer of all HBO series. Where do you?
Thank you.
Where do you take your Where do you take your talents now that AI has taken over writing? Like, what's your next
There
job?
actually is a software that looks at television shows, and they over time develop the formula from the television shows, and then they can write the next
Those are
episode
so
based
funny.
off those formulas, and they're actually better than most people's spec scripts. So it's
Yeah.
it's going
Oh,
to get interesting here in the future. But yeah, they already have that. I'm already looking for other jobs. I'm going, like I said, that's why
You better hope.
doorman Gardner may have been onto something.
Oh,
Hey.
maybe. Yeah, I can't have a door guy.
There are always going to be rich people. Rich people love a doorman at
Yeah.
their building.
There's always going to be robots needing entry to certain areas that you can fulfill that need. I will say that Travis, I would get on that Andrew Yang for president train real quick. He's the only guy talking about that about AI being like good luck with everything.
I think he tweeted the other day. I guess a new poll came out or something, and he tweeted, and I think it was pretty funny, something along the lines of, if Andrew Yang passes you in any poll, that you have to drop out and immediately endorse him for president. And I thought
I like that.
It was pretty funny.
Well, that's pretty good.
You know where they're
That's
all
pretty
polling,
funny.
and then he passes someone, and he's hey, you gotta go with me now.
Yeah, that's
I'm the
how it
guy. I'm
works.
your guy.
Man, when he
Yeah, he's the new
interviewed-
pace car for the Democratic campaigns. Now. It's like if you get passed by Andrew Yang. It's a wrap. It's time to close down shop. It's time to close it up.
Man, his conversation I listened to, he was not being rude, but boy, did he bring up St. Louis a lot.
Yeah.
Oh man, that hurt my soul. I was like, why you gotta say it like that, man? I mean, there's cranes in the air here. Yeah. He kept going back to that. And I was just like, oh man, but yeah, he's got points. I get it.
Can I show you guys a picture real quick?
Oh boy, Travis, you nervous? This could be weird.
We had mentioned Forest Park.
I've decided that when Gardner says he's going to show us a picture, I'm just like, this could be the end of the show. I'm good with it.
We mentioned Forest Park earlier and grilling in there, and I might be grilling there tonight if a certain community allows me a grill. We'll see.
Here we go.
Gardner's got a schedule because he's tone deaf and he wants to assimilate. He's got scheduled cornrows to get put in later. He's like, hey, my homies, what's happening? I'm here to grill. And then he just gets like, sir, please leave our family alone.
You say homies?
Is
that wrong?
I'm an eye doctor. If you just let me grill with my children. Thank you.
I'm Trump doctor. I'm Trump doctor.
That works.
I was in the park last night.
You've got the shitty Grant Hill Detroit Pistons jersey that they sold at Walmart, that aqua green one.
Yeah.
You could wear that with your cornrows too. Sorry, go ahead. I just pictured that.
No, I'm picturing it myself now too.
Remember those whenever the late 90s?
Yeah. Now that
horrible.
I don't remember those.
Yeah, you don't.
Travis, worst jerseys ever. Worst jerseys ever when we thought we were futuristic in the 90s.
Yeah, it was a combination of, but they put like spoilers on the back of a horse. Yeah. Is that what the logo became?
Yeah, like what's happening here? And then it's like, well, what? Okay, if you're doing this and you guys have this great classic blue and red theme, like, why is it the color of like over chlorinated pool now? Like, what's
How
happening?
am I going to wear my Grant Hill Feelers with this shit?
Yeah, right. Bill Lambier's rolling over in his grave. He's not dead, but he would be. God, it's horrible. Sorry. Forest Park.
I was in Forest Park, which doesn't have a basketball hoop anywhere within it. But I was wandering around and came across something. How's that, Tommy? You actually look like you're getting better. Like your hand positioning is much better.
I am. I threw a basket last week and I made it in.
Wait, you threw a basket?
Yeah. Like I threw a ball and go on with your thing.
A basketball.
Yes.
You threw. Okay.
I made a score.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
Okay, Tommy.
Oh Jesus. He made a score.
See what happens when you leave, Travis.
I apologize.
Here's a picture.
What is that?
Oh no.
What is that?
Tommy asked.
We found entry from the Anunnaki to the Americas. My God, what is this?
This is a lid in Forest Park.
Okay.
So we're looking at grass. Appears to be a patch, like you would think, like there's a concrete hole.
No.
It's a manhole type thing, and then there's some insignia on top.
Kind
of
a
it.
manhole, and this is marked differently than other manholes within the park, and it's a little different as well. Normally, you would see like kind of a design of squares on it, kind of into the lid there, and then the edges would have kind of a half moon so you could fit your fingers under it, right, to pick up the lid. This one has none of that and actually has a screw in the middle of it that keeps it down. It's designed that way to keep people out of this particular particular hole. This right here is one of the entrances to the underground tunnels of Forest Park housing the River des Peres, which I was able to find last night in Forest Park.
We did it.
Why is this a quest of yours?
Because the River des Peres and what they did to it is the greatest engineering feat this city has ever undertaken and executed.
So you're giving them props.
Picture Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, except Indiana Jones is Gardner and the Temple of Doom is a manhole cover in Forest Park.
I called in
for a poop flume.
Well, and stormwater.
Right. Yeah. No, it flushes out with debris at time again.
There are actually separate tunnels for sewage and stormwater.
And you can tell by the smell which one is which.
Well, we'll find out when I try to get down there.
Can I go with you?
I don't.
I'm gonna
I don't
You
think you're-
wait, hold on, time
Yeah.
out. Who
Yep.
what approval you're going to get from anyone in the city to be able to get inside those tunnels?
Hey
Travis-
man, you
Travis,
don't need
first of all-
permission.
first
If you're
of-
an adventurer, you don't need permission. You just go, you do it, you do your thing, and
No.
you worry about consequences later.
No,
Travis,
I'm gonna get permission. I want people to know where I am in case something goes terribly
Well,
wrong.
that's why you
Here's the
just
thing.
said it
Well,
on the
something
show.
will go terribly wrong.
Yeah, you're gonna get stuck trying to get in the entryway, and
What if
then you're
there's a
gonna walk
monster?
into like a gas pocket, and it's not even gonna be interesting. You're just gonna quietly fall asleep and never wake up.
What if
like,
I get
that's
on
what's
there?
gonna happen.
Oh.
Just send me in.
No alarms and no surprises.
Send me in.
Radiohead. A handshake of carbon monoxide.
Just the Radioheads?
Yeah, it's Radiohead song. Did you say the Radioheads?
Yeah.
Travis, have you
Well, I found an entrance, everyone.
on your Tinder profile sought out Radiohead loving ladies in the Brooklyn area? I feel like you would clean up really well with that demographic.
Hey man, you're gonna stop disrespecting my city, cuz.
Hey,
No,
man.
I think
I think it's a hack.
no.
I think it's something you should exploit.
In a hipster area, a black guy listening to Radiohead, Travis.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
Just, yeah.
If you have a
That
t-shirt,
might work,
talk
actually.
to By Jack 10 feet behind us. Just get, and it needs to be subtle though. It needs to be subtle. You can't have Tom York's face on your t-shirt. I need a t-shirt that just says fake plastic trees. That's it. And
No,
they'll
you
be
guys don't understand. The white people here listen to the most aggressive hip hop, and they have no qualms about how many N-words are dropped in that rap song. They are blasting it to the top of their man. You can hear that bad boy around the block, and it is so aggressive and so in your face. They are not. I mean, they are a hipster. They're a different breed up here because it's all trap music all the time.
Are they singing along?
No, but they're bobbing their head. They're enjoying the melody and they're enjoying some of the lyrics, but they enjoy their hip hop aggressive. They love their rappers yelling at them.
Yeah.
And if it had the more N words, the better. They love aggressive trap hip hop. So they are a new breed, a new strand of hipster here in Brooklyn.
Oh, straight.
New strand. Does that mean they're infected, or does that mean that they're like a better
And
version?
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like
be determined.
it's like they all have great credit and they love aggressive music, and it's incredible. It's something
Really?
I never thought I would ever be able to witness.
Were they just listening to like Run the Jewels or something, or like?
Man, that's heavier than Run the Jewels, man. They listen to some rappers I ain't like Lil Shotgun Folk, Lil
Well, shotgun.
Stab Your Mama in the Ovaries, Lil
Oh my God.
my grandfather was a Vietnam vet, and I'm almost certain he's wanted for war crimes. Those are the type of aggressive rappers they listen to up here.
Little Joel running.
So, man, it's the more tattoos underneath their eyes, the more popular of a rapper they are up here.
Lil Xan.
Who?
Lil Xan.
I think that's one.
Yeah.
I think he
Can
is
we,
one.
if we're
Takashi 69.
we're always in a search for
That's another.
content and connecting to the youngsters. Travis, Gardner, Tommy, you have no say in this, and you're an intern, so you just do as you're told.
Okay.
Do we want to crowdfund or get a tattoo sponsor to get
Oh,
this
no,
young
no, no, no,
man
no,
to
no,
get this young man some face
no.
tattoos,
Oh.
so we can up our social presence, because he's got the build of these SoundCloud rappers
You do.
that kind of
You
come
do.
out swinging, talking about beating everybody's ass. I'm like,
Oh, how's it going? My name's
nope,
Little
we don't
T.
need that just yet. See, we have to
Mm.
bring you out slowly, and we just get you with some face tattoos, maybe a stripe, we'll put a mohawk on you, something extreme, and go from there. Gardner,
I'm
Travis,
gonna write a diss.
do we want to
diss
vote
track.
vote that in?
Well, that's an obvious yes.
Okay.
I concur.
Okay, we'll make
But
that happen.
if I get a face tattoo, please send me to college.
Why?
Talk
why,
about white privilege.
Why is that, Tommy?
Please, I have a face tattoo. Please respect me still.
Well, if I get a face tattoo, I can never become an accountant.
Is that what you want to be?
You'll
No,
never
it's
become
not.
anything.
It's not. Well, exactly. It's not what I want to do. It's not what I want to do. But if like this comedy thing doesn't work out, I might have to. So.
You sounded like a cartoon character. Exactly.
Exactly.
That's what you'll have to do. Cartoon voiceovers. Because
Yeah.
then they can't see you.
That's true.
You better get your British accent in order then too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
British
you may want to work on
accent.
that one.
That's not it.
It's Cockney.
No, it's not.
Do
It's
your
not.
Kennedy though. Your Kennedy is good. Your Kennedy's good.
Thank you. I do think
so good.
I do think that Boston accents are a-okay. They're the best. That's what I voted.
Steeped in racism.
Okay, but so is the St. Louis accent. So
Maybe.
Don't forget that.
Also true.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, only now would be a great time to transition to tell you about Gateway Powder Coating. They support us. You support them.
I was just gonna ask
powder
what city
coat.
is more racist?
Let's powder coat over all this mess. GatewayPowderCoat.com is the website. #1 resource for powder coating in the Midwest. Be sure to support them because they support us. Fast, durable, and affordable. Another one of our great sponsors here on We Are Live. Huge thanks to them for making this possible, everybody. Get your fair fouls in. Cemetery Grillin' is your topic. $25 to Antonino's Taverna. Travis, that's on the hill. It's a very culturally diverse and amazing area right here in St. Louis, Missouri. There's people from southern and northern Italy. So, what do you think
There
now?
we go.
Yeah, don't forget
boy.
that. And do I need to yell about the Moors? Don't forget it. Don't forget it, okay? Remember what you did to those people?
Oh.
Yeah. How's it feel being blamed for the Moors, ransacking Italy? Terrible. Sorry, it's moops. Don't forget that.
Oh Jesus.
We haven't went
How's
morning
this working
radio
for
and
your
talked
Brooklyn
about-
card?
Yeah, no kidding.
Mm.
We'll jump in a little bit more before we go to break. But Gardner, why are you afraid? I saw you were afraid of Blues Bruins.
I'm afraid
this
of this
strange,
matchup.
Man. Why? Why?
I know there's a lot of positivity going on in the city.
Will you cut a mullet for this? If they win, if the Blues win, would you cut an O'Fallon mullet for me?
I don't think.
Come on,
I don't think Jess will allow it.
she could do it.
She could.
She
and
can-
she wouldn't.
Oh wow,
She wouldn't.
Travis, think
She
about all
won't
the
even let me wear a
interesting things we could
ponytail.
do. Well, yeah, I don't need you wearing a ponytail in my presence. Either,
I've been
so-
wanting to wear a ponytail lately. I was like, hey, Jess, can you trim my neck? I really want to wear a ponytail, so I want to clean up the neck a little bit.
Okay, what if you? Okay, I get that you don't want to do the mullet. I get that you don't want to get the ponytail. I'm game with that.
No, I do.
What if though? If the Blues win the Stanley Cup, you perm your hair, you straighten it out.
I've been thinking about doing that.
I don't.
What if you
Really?
perm your hair?
I'll perm my
Like
hair
you
if they
get
win.
like the little flips at the end. But what would you consider perming your hair, going to a black beauty salon, getting your hair permed if the Blues win the Stanley Cup?
Oh, my God.
Think about it. You, permed hair, Blues parade, summertime,
Here's the deal.
you with a carte blanche jacket on.
This is going to have to get clearance, and I don't see it getting clearance.
I think if I
don't-
ask,
okay.
I think it can happen.
I will set it up for you to ask my
Okay.
girlfriend.
Okay.
Is that okay? And we'll
Do not
go from-
warn her. Do not tell her what I'll be or you be contacting me. Don't tell her what we're going to be discussing. I want to bring it upon her, and so she has to answer honestly.
I feel that she'll get mad at me for even allowing the question to be asked to her. That's what I feel. And I feel she might be in the right. But, well, at least we'll let this marinate here for a day and then maybe see what we can do over the weekend. Maybe
Okay.
the extended weekend could put her in a mood to where she might be more acceptable to something like this.
I may be able to call some friends at Forest Park that may have some grills opening up.
Ooh, okay. See, now that, getting something back changes the equation here. So,
Can I
we're
offer
talking.
a ponytail suggestion?
yeah.
If you don't want to cut your hair, maybe just put it up and do like the Ariana Grande one, where it's just a real high ponytail.
A high ponytail?
Yeah, just do a high ponytail
High pony instead of a
pony.
low pony.
instead of a low one. Yeah. Just
Colby
high.
Rasmus would do a low pony every once in a while.
I don't know what you mean, man. It was a good time. I liked it.
Do I?
It was functional. I got out in the outfield. I caught a ball. I did this. I did that. My dad's got me a steer. Thanks, man. Colby, out.
Gardner, but
hair,
why are
don't
you
care.
worried about?
What was that, Colby?
Man's ponytail.
That's a man's ponytail.
Man's ponytail.
Well, Gardner, why are you worried about the Blues and Bruins? What worries you?
Well,
Boy, you're really putting some time into this.
no,
There's real fear.
we
Shouldn't he be more afraid of going down a manhole?
No. Oh,
Going down on a man's
That's
hole.
interesting how you said that, Tommy. Thank you. The Boston who?
Bruins. Oh boy, I see where you're going with this. Oh boy.
It's a bear.
Strikes again.
It's a bear.
But is it?
What if this series kills me?
But is it the Blues mascot a bear?
2 bears fighting. It's gonna kill me.
Why don't you get in the middle of it and stop it?
But
Oh, good point.
the Blues mask. I mean, the blue is not. I mean, a Bruin is an actual bear. That's what we look at it as, right? In folk tales, a Bruin is a bear.
Okay.
I don't think Tommy's aware.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you.
Okay. I've always thought
Speaking
I'm going
of,
to die from a bear attack.
By the way, this was Chris was talking about earlier.
Oh my gosh, how did you? Wow, there it is. That is just garbage. That's absolute crap. And what a great number, too.
Oh, actually, can I show you guys something real quick here?
You may.
Again?
So it's the bear thing
Yeah.
that's going to do it for you.
It's the
Okay,
bear thing
that's
that
fair.
has me worried. And because I thought I got past age 38 when I thought it was going to happen. And I'm on borrowed time. And now, every once in a while it seeps back in. Not constant. I don't live in constant fear like I had for a while. But it seeps back in every once in a while when things seem to be put in front of me and presented to me a certain way. And this was one of them that was like, yeah, it could be exciting. Got to watch the heart. Don't get too excited or have it broken. Who knows? But you popped up your phone there showing that jersey, Travis, and it reminded me that something we might do in the future. I don't know what we're going to call it yet. Maybe the Faces of Travis Terrell. Or Faces of the Week. But just as an example, I wanted to show you what it might look like if we did something like that. If we are able to screen grab like when your screen freezes at times. Or if you're making just something weird, I might grab it and see if we can use it. But here's an example of what that might look like going forward here. There you go. There's one. There's another. Oh. Tommy's laughing. Oh, we're all done with the show. And there's Travis misspelling desserts. And look at Tommy's.
Look at Mia's face. Like, did this Negro just misspell desserts?
Oh my goodness. Wow.
So
I like that.
Yeah,
that's a good rundown. I like that.
I think that there's some potential for that going forward. So we'll have to see. But it's just something I wanted to kind of give you an example of what that might look like.
Perfect. Guys, we are...
I have another one before we go to break.
Oh, what are you doing there? What's going on?
Thank you.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Oh, man. What could
real
be
good
happening
one.
there? Guys,
One
we
for the
are
road,
live.
guys.
Check out midcoast.media for more information on our company and what we do here each and every day. Quick break and we are live. Trav's in New York. We're here in St. Louis. We'll be right back.